it's Chic with I Got You Seasonings, and as you can see, we are about to get ready to make this curry chicken recipe for the fall. Let's go. All right, you all, so for the curry chicken recipe, and this is a Jamaican curry chicken recipe that we are making, here are some of the ingredients you are going to need. So you're gonna need an onion, 2 carrots, a scallion, ginger, scotch bonnet pepper, chicken, of course, thyme, red onion, and of course, I got you all-purpose seasoning and curry seasoning powder. Okay, y'all, so I am getting a ginger. Now, there's a lot of different gingers in here. We are not making a big pot of curry chicken. We're making a small one. So, ginger. We need a new garlic clove. Our onion, and no, not a sweet onion, a regular onion. All right, so we're gonna get our thyme. And you can get your fresh thyme in the actual refrigerated area. There is dry thyme, but we like to do fresh thyme. And we are getting our 2 carrots. At first, I thought I was gonna do 1 carrot, but I actually wanna do 2 carrots because it's gonna be a big pot, but not a big pot. And I love my vegetables. Okay, so the fact that I can't find any scotch bonnet peppers, we are going to use the habanero pepper. And it's this little orange pepper, so from the looks of it, it's going to be hot. All right, we're gonna get a nice small green bell pepper, and we're going to do a small red pepper. So we love our peppers when it comes to your curry. So that's any curry chicken that you're making, curry goat, it could be curry lamb. You wanna make sure you have the nice peppers in it because that's going to really bring out the flavor in this dish. All right, so I am doing the chicken broth, and this is just to add that flavor once the seasonings and everything starts to kind of marinate into the chicken. I just wanna make sure my chicken is nice and juicy, so we are going to get some chicken broth. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and grab our chicken thigh. This is the bone-in chicken thigh, so you want to just make sure your chicken thigh does have bone in it because those juices from the bone marrow, it's going to really make a difference in your curry chicken recipe. So make sure you have your bone-in chicken. So right now we are done with all of our ingredients. We're gonna go ahead and check out. We do have some potatoes at home, so make sure you don't forget your potatoes, and y'all hit that subscribe button because this recipe is about to be amazing. All right, you all, so we are back in the house, and I'm going to get started on this Jamaican curry chicken recipe. Now, we're gonna start with our chicken, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, and I got a couple of knives too, so, you know, I'm really excited. And I need to be careful because I ain't trying to cut myself on camera. But I'm just gonna go ahead and clean the chicken. Now, some people, they may not like to clean their chicken. Maybe that's a thing for them, I don't know. But for me, we're gonna clean the chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at that right there. That's a lot of meat on there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the skin off first, and then we're gonna go ahead and clean the chicken. So. Okay, so we have cleaned the chicken thigh, and now this is what you want it to look like. You got your bones still in it. There is a little bit of fat still on the chicken, but that's okay because we still want some of the fat so that it's gonna add to the flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the next 3, and I'll see you on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up our chicken skin, and we probably won't use all of it, but cutting it up is going to allow us to cook it and give our chicken some flavor. Okay, so now to continue to clean the chicken, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little vinegar. And I don't know. Y'all say don't clean the chicken. Some people say clean the chicken. I know, I was raised to clean the chicken, and we use vinegar. And we use a little bit of lime and lemon juice. So if you don't clean your chicken, that's on you. We're gonna go ahead and rinse the chicken, because vinegar can just be a strong taste on your chicken if you don't clean it off completely. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and lay our chicken out, and we're gonna pat it dry. Really patting it dry. We want our seasonings to really stick. So you don't want your chicken all wet All right, y'all, on to the fun part. We about to season our chicken. And of course, we got our lovely I Got You seasonings. Yes! So we have the all-purpose seasoning. We have our Himalayan salt and pepper seasoning, our curry powder seasoning. And this I really love because this has the curry, the celery spices, and the turmeric, and of course, a special ingredient. And I was just thinking, oh my goodness, I forgot the turmeric. No, I didn't, because I got you. Okay, and we got the onion, garlic, pepper, and of course our garlic lovers. So I'm gonna go ahead and season our chicken. Okay, so I'm now patting in the seasoning in my chicken. Now y'all probably like, you use a lot of seasoning, but no, there's a lot of water and broth that we're gonna create from this, so we need our chicken to have flavor, okay? We're not just cooking any meal over here, she cooking. But yeah, and I don't wanna get my nails messed up. Shout out to Calicia, you know, with the Halloween nails, okay? And we're gonna use a spatula, and that's what we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. And really just kind of drag it in whatever seasoning is on here. Just make sure your chicken is nice and coated, you know? That looks so good. All right, you all, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut up my red and green pepper, and I'm also gonna cut up my onion. When I cut these vegetables up, they're gonna be in really small pieces. Now, they're not gonna be too small. They're gonna just be small enough where you can enjoy them, but without overpowering your meal. So be very mindful of that. We have our habanero pepper. This pepper is very hot because we don't have the Scotch bonnet pepper. We have our ginger that we're gonna cut up, and we're gonna also cut this up very small, just very similar in size to the garlic when we cut it up. We will also cut up the shallot and add it to our dish just to add some extra flavors. We have our carrots. We're gonna also cut these up small enough but big enough to enjoy. We really want to be able to enjoy the carrot when we're eating our chicken. That's gonna just add so much flavor, and I'm so excited. And then we have our potato, and same with the potato, we want to be able to enjoy it with the chicken. Now, if you are, let's say, more vegan, you can totally take the broth from this recipe and make it your own, and let's get going. All right, you all, so after cutting up all of my vegetables, eyes are burning, we're gonna go ahead and marinate our chicken. So I have a few of my pimento peppers. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in there. So we have our green pepper, our red pepper, our habanero pepper, our garlic, our ginger, our shallot, our onion, and our big cut onion. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna put it all in there. This smells so good. Listen, y'all, when your girl can cook, you a lucky man, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just mix everything together. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the chicken stock. And that's just so all of the flavors can really just marinate with each other. A little bit of oil. Okay, so before we go ahead and marinate our chicken, make sure you guys use the code SHEEK, SHEEK, for 10% off your next order with I Got You seasoning. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator. Stay down. We're gonna put this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, and then what we got? All right, so now we're going to take our oil and we're just gonna oil our pan. Okay. And let that heat up. Okay, so my pan is nice and hot. Oil is nice and liquidy. Okay, so my chicken is heating up. We're gonna get this nice and brown. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. And we're gonna let that start to brown. Now, before I put in my vegetables, I'm gonna let this brown a little bit on both sides, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add in my vegetables. and it's gonna be so good. All right, so while my chicken is getting nice and brown, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my pot. Here is where we're gonna have our water and our coconut milk, and you can hear that chicken, it sounds so good. But our coconut milk, I'm adding a little butter, and this is gonna be the curry sauce that we're gonna start to create and marinate for our. So we're gonna go ahead and put in our chicken broth. In just enough, not too much just yet. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip our chicken. Nice and brown. Oh, look at that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add in some vegetables. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add in the leftover melody. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up some. Okay, so I do want my chicken to brown just a little more, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up. I'll let that sit for about 2 minutes. It doesn't need to stay under too long because it will get brown really fast. Okay, so as you see, I'm starting to take out some of the peppers in our dish because I don't want the peppers to overcook, especially not before I put in the potato and the carrot. So we're gonna let this brown a little bit more on the other side. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start transferring my chicken over to my other pot. And I have 2 pots because I really want this to be able to cook without it clearly having a burnt bottom. And I know a lot of y'all gonna say, I need a new pan. And that's, hey, if you got some suggestions, list them below if you got some suggestions. But right now I know this is a non-stick pan and it don't fail me yet. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my water. Just a little bit of water, we don't need too much. A little chicken broth. And my coconut milk. Not too much of that. So now we're gonna go ahead and add our potatoes and our carrots. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mix this in. Now clearly we need it to cover, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more chicken stock. Okay, just a little more curry powder. We're gonna add in our fresh thyme. And with this, you could literally just put it in like so. And if you want, just in case you don't want stems, you can pull the leaves off, but stems are fine. All right, now I know y'all probably thought we forgot about our chicken skin, but we did not. So I'm gonna go ahead and oil my pan up nice and good. Okay, let that get hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in my chicken skin. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some onion, garlic, pepper. A little Himalayan salt. Okay, so while our chicken skin is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and cover our curry chicken, and I'm gonna turn it down to kind of a medium low. And then once our skin cooks, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in our pot. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and cook our rice, but we'll be back once our chicken is done. All right, you all, so our chicken curry is done, and now we're gonna plate our dinner, okay? So we're gonna go in with the white rice. We're gonna put that right on top, and we wanna make it nice and cute. I wish I had one of those like spoon spatulas, but we're gonna make it work with what we got. All right, look at that. Look at our curry chicken. Our chicken comes right off the bone. Put a little chicken in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and taste this Jamaican curry chicken that I made. Now listen, I'm not Jamaican, but I know what curry chicken is supposed to taste like, okay? We got our peppers, we got our potatoes, we got our carrot. Like this is just that meal you want to eat when you're in the house and it's cold out. Just that meal. Okay, go ahead and eat it. Let me get some chicken on there. It's hot. All right. Some chicken. With some carrot. This is good. So this definitely reminds me of like one of those dishes that you just put all the chicken and the rice in, but this is good. This is good. I'm gonna give my curry chicken, since it's mine, a 10 out of 10. Listen, thank you all for tuning in to our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, get your seasonings from I Got Your Seasonings using the code SHEEK, SHEEK. Okay, y'all? Let us know what you want us to make next. So good.
Spice up your spice ride. Spice up your spice ride. I got you.